Sheldon Drucker. I'm the interim president of Fairleigh Dickinson University, and thank you for joining us on this historic occasion. A few weeks ago, I was very privileged to speak at the orientation for the inaugural class of the School of Pharmacy. It was an extraordinary moment. It was a moment that many of us have been working toward for 4 years. Back then, a group of visionaries at FDU dreamed of a school of pharmacy that would be unlike any other, a school that wouldn't just answer today's challenges and respond to a changing industry, but also shape the future of pharmacy. That vision created something special, only the second pharmacy school in the entire state. The school represents and furthers a long tradition of innovation and transformation that started with our founder, Peter Sammartino. As members of the school's first class, and as the beneficiaries of all hard work it took to get us to where we are today, they arrived at a special place at a special time. And so they have special responsibilities. They have a special role to play to help us realize the potential of what we started, to set the standard for future classes, and to help us build and develop this school for future generations. I can't wait to see what they will accomplish.
It's really great to always come back and to see what you're doing here today, to make it an even better college than it is absolutely fabulous, because I'm very proud to be a graduate. And I tell everybody, especially up in Morris County, I graduated from FDU up here. And while it may have been a different time in life, it's still doing what it needs to do, fulfilling a niche for people in this state and kids who come from out of state as well. It is such an honorable profession, and people have so much respect for pharmacists because you're their link. Let's be honest. You actually spend more time when you go to the drugstore with the pharmacist than you're likely to when you go to the doctor's office. I mean, it's a fact of life. So it's a very honorable profession. I'm glad you're going to try to make it and become part of that world and make us all proud of the fact that you are the first, hopefully, graduating class from the FDU Pharmacy School.
As a registered nurse, it's especially wonderful for me to be able to be here tonight and be part of this, because the health profession is in need of smart, young minds, because going forward, we aging baby boomers are going to need you desperately. But also because that's a bright future. And here in New Jersey, it means jobs. It means keeping pharmaceutical companies here if we can supply them with the bright young minds that they need. So it's stunning to me that this is only the second school in New Jersey, and it's been 100 years since the first one was established. So I don't know what took us so long, but I'm very glad that we've gotten to this day. I commend everyone who is responsible.
Today truly marks for us a milestone day for our program. I think it's a highlight that we've sort of had circled on our calendar for a very long time as we celebrate the official opening of the School of Pharmacy here at Fairleigh Dickinson University, and we welcome it onto our campus, into our university, and into our state. This is the latest in a series of milestones that we've achieved in the past several months at the School of Pharmacy, with the first being in late June as we received pre-candidate accreditation status from the Accreditation Council for Pharmacy Education. And as was mentioned, we now become only the second university and the first private university in the state of New Jersey to bear that moniker of being ACPE accredited. That's something that I think we are very proud of. It was something that we worked very hard on. We also celebrated a different milestone several weeks ago as we welcomed 81 new students into the profession of pharmacy during our white coat ceremony. I think for all of us, it was truly a day that was will be etched in our minds going forward for a very long time to come, because we saw there the culmination of a lot of what we dreamed about and envisioned several years ago when we began talking about the idea for a school of pharmacy here at FDU.
The great thing about pharmacy, I think, is that it is such a wonderful platform for you to learn, to grow, and apply in so many different fields out in the world. There obviously are the traditional roles of pharmacy in your retail, and as Governor Cody said, we'd love to have more corner pharmacists who become a real health professional and part of the main contact of a health team. But we also know that pharmacy has many, many different roles, from the hospital to doing drug delivery to clinical trial work, to providing policy in the area of healthcare. All of these possibilities are open to you with the background that you are going to have. And the other wonderful thing here is that the faculty and the leadership here is committed to making sure that the curriculum that we are going to provide to each and every one of you provides the kind of integration that may not have been possible at other universities. We're going to continue to be at the forefront of what is being done to make sure that you are better prepared to meet the needs and the challenges that there are in the future.
When I started my undergraduate career here at FDU, I had no idea that 4 years later I would be attending pharmacy school. I had chosen psychology as my major because I wanted to pursue a career that involved helping others. I decided to change my major to chemistry at about the same time that the program was being built. My goal at that point was to become part of that inaugural class of the pharmacy school. I had the privilege of seeing the school grow over the years. I remember when the pharmacy school was just Dr. Alvatroni's office. And only a few years later, we find ourselves here in this brand new, innovative, high-tech institution. The dream has now become reality. As members of the inaugural class, we have the privilege and responsibility to pave the path for future students of FDU School of Pharmacy. We have embarked on this journey of building a program for our future and the future of healthcare specialists. We are here to revolutionize the role of the pharmacist.